What do you want? Do you want to look better? Do you want more money? Do you want a family? Do you want a girlfriend? Do you want a house? Do you want to move out of your parents' house? Do you want a job? Like, what is it that you want? Most people can't answer that. Most people feel unhappy, like I did. Feel unhappy, not sure of what exactly, where to go in life, don't have actually any really good goals. So sit down and think about it. It's it's honestly much harder than it sounds to sit down and think about it, but it's such a simple thing to do. Sit down, just a piece of paper, and say, what do I really want? And you have to think about it. Don't say, I want to be rich. Okay, you want to be rich. How rich? Do you want to be a billionaire? Do you want to be a 10 billionaire? Or do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to maybe only make $100,000 a year? Make $50,000 a year? Like, what does rich mean? And then think about, okay, if I had, let's say, $10 million. You want to have around $10 million of liquid assets, and that would, you'd make yourself, oh, I'm rich. I have around $10 million. Once you have that, are you going to be really happy? Is that what you would say makes you rich, or do you say, I want to have $10 million and a family, $10 million and a beautiful wife? Like, what is it that you really want? You have to sit down and think it through and get very specific and very clear about what you want. See, I did that back when I wasn't making six figures, and I thought to myself, well, I know that I want to be rich, but how rich? I don't know. I think I want to be realistic. I don't know how I'm going to get to $10 million. I had no idea. Back then, I wasn't watching YouTube videos or learning about all kinds of crazy schemes to become wealthy. So I said, realistically, I guess I want to get a high paying job. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to go to medical school. But if you guys want to be wealthy, that's an easy way to do it. Go to medical school or go become a corporate lawyer. For whatever reasons that I'll explain someday, I didn't want to go any of those routes. I said, I want to get a high paying job in corporate finance. That's what I settled on. So I sat down and I thought, okay, so I want a high paying job in the corporate world. Where can I make a lot of money straight out of college? What job would pay me a lot? Obviously, I'm not going to become a CEO or CFO right out of school. So what can I do? And I sat down and I thought about it. I had to read about different kinds of jobs, different high paying jobs, software programmers, computer engineers, right? Those are high paying jobs. Engineers, just in general, right? If you study mechanical engineering, you go work in the aerospace industry or something like that, I thought could be high paying. But I ultimately, like I said, settled on corporate finance. I said, what are high paying jobs in corporate finance? The two for me were investment banking and consulting. So I figured out which one of those I wanted to do. I figured out a list of companies that I wanted to work for. And then I said, okay, in order to get that job, what do I need to have? What kind of resume do I need? What kind of pedigree do I need? Okay, I need to first off have a resume, right? I need to have some kind of college degree or several college degrees. So I sat down and I thought about it. And I wrote out the steps of what I would have to do to attain that. One, get into college. Two, study, in my case, finance. Eventually go and get an MBA and get a master's degree in something additional, some kind of computer science related degree, because of what I wanted to do was in finance technology strategy. So I had to sit down and think about that. And then I went to college and I had to go step by step. Part of getting into corporate finance, into a high paying corporate finance job or investment banking, is you have to be a straight A student. Ideally, you have to go to a top level school. So I had to make those plans to work my way through it. And I used my undergraduate degree to have the highest grades I could, graduate magna cum laude, didn't go summa, too bad. But magna, I picked up a whole bunch of internships and corporate experience along the way and got myself into the best business school that would allow me to continue living where I was in North Texas at the time. Yes, I could have gone to Harvard or whatever if I was that driven, or if I thought there was something I needed. As you guys can see from where I live now and how I'm doing now, I didn't need to go to Harvard to get a six-figure income straight out of school. But the point being is that I figured out what I wanted, and I had to get realistic about how long it was going to take for me to achieve that and the steps I needed to take. But once I was on that plan, I was driven, I just kept going. So you can do it. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it.